So here's some whey protein. I do a scoop and a half of whey protein. I do a half of a banana. Do a couple things of strawberries. I do glutamine powder, and I do creatine. All right, and then I get some frozen spinach, throw it in, a little bit of water, blend, baby, blend. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I prefer a magic bullet because it makes you the perfect amount of smoothie that you want. Got some goji berries on top of there. Nickelback remix fire. All right, pre-workout, amino complex, beta alanine, right? It's a good anti-fatigue for the body, all right? We don't want those muscles fatiguing. So right here, non-counter movement jumps, all right? Pause, jump. Pause, jump. Pause, jump. We do not want to utilize the stretch shortening cycle right here, all right? Moving on here. Again, non-counter movement, which is a pause, throw, pause, throw. No stretch shortening cycle, all right? So right here, I want to start getting my thoracic spine a little bit stretched out. That's what I did right here. All right, and right here, this has to do with the ego right here. Did a front squat. I have a little energy leak, I would say, a lower back pinch, right? So I lower the weight. You never ever want to progress if you're having pain, all right? It's a good reminder and good alert saying, hey, master this before we move on, because that's how we get hurt and that's how we delay ourselves going back to the gym, all right? So I had a couple goblet squats right here. I did take 5 days off. It was a nice little deload week, so I just want to kind of get back into it. All right, I really didn't know how bad my single leg RDL was. All right, this is also another great starting, right? You see how I get a little foot closer to me? So what do? I go down concentrically, grab it, eccentrically, and then oh my gosh. Okay, we'll go over that later. All right, look how bad my form is right here. So our goal is head to heel, strong as steel. So we want our head to heel to be as strong as possible. But as you can see right here, look as my hips tilt. That's not what we want. All right, we're going to go over all this in later videos. I just kind of wanted to run through today's. Here it is again. Look, hips open up. That's so bad. That's a lot of flexibility and just lack of mobility right there. So something that I really need to work on. Oh my gosh, that's probably why I've had hamstring injuries my whole life. It's a nice little hamstring stretch. Well, so now I have some isometric pauses, right? For the quad, we want to teach the body to be able to conduct force, all right? So that's what I'm kind of doing right here. I'm just sitting there, right? Just working on those muscles, getting tutored weekly by exos. We'll talk about that later. All right, right here, I noticed that my foot might be a little bit too far away from the bench, right? So now here's a little hamstring exercise. This is a knee bend, right? Your hip bend, what we did earlier, which prioritizes, which focuses on our glute, right? Hip bend, glute strength, knee bend, hamstring, right? Medial bottom hamstring. So I'm actually getting a nice little hamstring burn right here. The form's not too bad. I just think my foot's a little bit too far than what it needs to be. All right, moving on. We have just a nice plank. I have built for the last 5 weeks. All right, so now since I took 5-6 days off, I'm not just going to jump right back into it and go full speed. I kind of just want to feel out my body and see kind of where it's at. And I noticed that I was really tight. I can't believe how tight my hamstrings are. Just looking at that is absolutely bananas to me. Wow. So even my buddy right there, we're talking about like my hamstring, and it's okay. We got some work to do. All right. So that was my right hamstring. That's the hamstring I tore doing some really dumb shit about 6-7 months ago. It took me seriously 6 months to heal back from my hamstring tear. I couldn't walk for a month. I was on crutches. Learned how to pee in a water bottle because I couldn't get out of bed to go pee at night. It's terrible. But look how bad that is. Oh my goodness gracious. Life is all about growing, right? Gotta show the struggles. This is real raw shit right here. So I really focused today on a lot of stretches. All right, this is my favorite quad stretch. If I'm laying on my side, top leg goes over, back leg pull it, get a nice little quad stretch. It's a very great quad stretch. All right, we'll go over that in the future videos right here. Then I want to do a little hip stretch, right? I want to open up my hip. So I stabilize my left foot with my hand, right? So here I'll go over to my right one. Right hand on the right foot with my right elbow. I'm going to push my knee out and I'm going to feel a nice stretch in my hip. Really good stretches right here. And I want to do this after the workout, never before workout, right? Wouldn't make sense to hold a stretch if we're about to work it out, it's a great way to get injured. Okay, look what I'm doing. You see what I'm doing? My left shin right here. I'm digging into my right calf. This is a great way to get into the muscle belly of the calf because there's so many fibers and it's such a dense, thick muscle that I use my opposite shin to get in it, and it really loosens it up. All right. If you got a tight ankle, I guarantee you that your calf's probably a little bit tight, right? And then just some couple other stretches, and that's today's workout. So obviously, I have a lot of flexibility to work on, and I'm this close to getting my certification for exos, all right? I'm going to be a performance specialist for exos. You can type in exos on Google right now, read a little bit about it. Really, just a lot of NFL Combine guys go there. Players like Patrick Mahomes in the NFL, Odell Beckham, T.J. Watt, Des Bryant was actually just in there, I think, 2 days ago, right? Ezekiel Elliott, he was just training on the same turf that I was 5 months ago. And it's cool to see a lot of NFL professional athletes being trained there, a lot of Olympic athletes. Nobody really knows what Exos is, but it's probably one of the top training facilities and some of the most knowledge in there in the world. You could type in Exos and athletes, and you'll see who goes there. So that's where I'm getting mentored by. I have spent over $13,000 being mentored by Exos, and I keep doing it. And we're gonna this close get our specialist. Then we're gonna start some YouTube stuff. So that's just some basic, easy stuff I put out today. Just want to stay a little bit consistent, and so stay tuned for more videos when I get a little bit more into detail of how I'm doing it and why I'm doing it. All right, for now, I'm just going to post my workouts here and there, build some credibility, and then I'll go over why you should trust me and why I think I can help you get the best body you can, get the best look, but most importantly, build a athletic, strong body without getting injured. That's my number one. Build a foundation with little or minimal amount of injury. All right, thanks. See you later. Have a good day. Peace.